Good morning, you all. Thank you once again for joining me for a moment with Pastor Jeff. We are here every morning at 8 a.m., Monday through Friday. And we thank you for once again tuning in for a moment with Pastor Jeff. I hope that these moments are a blessing to you. Feel free to give. We give our Cash App, JW Ministry. Feel free to give and support as we try to be an encouragement, to inspire, to give people hope, and sometimes to even educate people. So thank you so much for support of this moment with Pastor Jeff. This morning, I want to look at the fact that I'm not perfect, and I'm okay with that. I'm not perfect, but I'm okay with that. I think sometimes we chase perfection and we want to be perfect and want to act like we're perfect, but the Lord has a way of reminding you that you are not perfect. I was telling the church this Sunday about my son. He's very gifted on the keyboard and he's a gifted musician, and he has blessed many churches and many people, and he blesses us every Sunday. But what people didn't know is that I was a teenager when my wife got pregnant with him. We were not married, and I contemplated an abortion. I thought about, oh my goodness, I can't afford this. I'm young. This is too soon. This is too fast. And even though I was a Christian, I grew up in the Christian church, and I grew up preaching, against abortion and all this stuff. In that moment, because of what I was going through, it made me feel like this was the way. And I thank God that I didn't do it, but what it showed me was the Lord is able to bring something beautiful even out of your imperfection. The Lord is able to bring a message even out of your mess. The Lord is able to do something great in spite of the fact that we are flawed and we make mistakes and we are not perfect, but it is okay. God's grace can make us better. God's grace can bring something good out of a bad situation. So stop being so hard on yourself about your mistakes or your flaws or your shortcomings. Just know that God is able to do something great in your life, and he's able to change things in your life if you allow him to do it. So, what are the signs that I'm being too hard on myself? One of the signs is you never start. Some people have a gift, they have a calling, they have a special talent, but they never give it to the world because they're always critiquing, they're looking at their flaws, they're looking at their mistakes, and they're saying, well, what if people criticize me? What if people say, oh, I messed up here, I didn't do good there, I did this, or I did that? What if I told you that everybody who criticizes you, everybody who's watching you, everybody who's spectating, they are not perfect? Wow. Yes. The people who expect perfection out of you, they're not perfect. So why are you going to try to be perfect for imperfect people? That's not fair. So do what the Lord told you to do. Sometimes I look at my videos, I'm like, you didn't use the proper uh, pronoun or the proper noun or the proper adjective. You made a mistake there. Does that mean I quit? Does that mean I don't start? Does that mean I don't minister to people? No, I'm going to do what the Lord called me to do. It may not be perfect, but I'm gonna get started and I'm gonna get better along the way. So don't be afraid to start. It doesn't have to be perfect. The other thing is being overwhelmed. Sometimes being overwhelmed is a sign that you're being too hard on yourself. People who are overwhelmed are probably trying to do too much, trying to become too much for too many people, trying to accomplish too much at one time, trying to have everything around them perfect, and now you're overwhelmed. No, I used to be that person, but now I'm like, oh, no, no, no. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to take baby steps. I won't be overwhelmed. You have to coin this phrase, I get to that later. Yeah, I see it, but I'll get to that later. Even the Lord himself, when he created the universe, he rested. So you can't allow yourself to get overwhelmed and burn out because you're chasing perfection. Just take your time and get started and let things get better as you progress, but don't overwhelm yourself. Don't let your mistakes turn into an emotional wreck. We all make mistakes, but some people respond to mistakes differently. There's been times when I talk to people who made the same mistake I made, and I've watched them just become an emotional wreck and cry and just seem like, oh, it was the end of the world. And I'm thinking like, man, I did that too. I recovered. And I had to tell them, hey, I've been through that. I recovered. Because sometimes we're so hard on ourselves about our mistakes, not realizing that you don't have to become an emotional wreck, because Everybody makes mistakes. The key is, let's just say you've been through a divorce. Yes, that was hard, but get excited about the future healthy relationship that the Lord gonna give you tomorrow. Instead of letting a mistake or a shortcoming or something that you've been through, a bump in the road, cause you to become an emotional wreck, take it as an opportunity to see what the Lord is about to do next. Oh, my credit was bad. Oh, my children were bad. Oh, and you look at all these different things in your life and you allow it to mess with your emotions. No, look at it as an opportunity for the Lord to bless your children tomorrow, for the Lord to bless your money tomorrow, for the Lord to bless that future marriage after divorce. Look at it as an opportunity for a future blessing, and don't let it turn you into an emotional wreck. I'm not perfect, but that is okay. I want you to get that in your spirit. I'm not perfect, but that is okay. One of the other things we do when we're too hard on ourselves is we compare our life to the lives of others. There's many people who compare their lives to P. Diddy. They wanted to be P. Diddy. They wanted his money. They wanted his fame. They wanted his popularity. Who wants to be P. Diddy now? Huh? Don't judge a man by his money or his prestige. You should judge a man by the content of his character. If you know that you're a man of peace, you're a woman of love, you're a man of compassion, you're a woman of grace, the content of your character, be excited about that. Maybe, oh yeah, so this person my age and they got their own business and they got this family and they got all this. No, don't compare yourself. Be excited about who you are and know that what God has for me, it is for me. The Lord is going to bless my tomorrow. Whatever the Lord has decided He's going to give me. I'm going to be excited about who I am. I'm going to stay in my peaceful place. I'm going to stay in my happy place. I'm going to stay in my excited place. I'm not going to let me comparing my life to somebody else bring down my energy, bring down my joy, bring down my excitement, because a lot of times what you're comparing yourself to, you don't know what it really is, but you can be happy on the inside, and that kind of joy nobody can take from you. I'd rather be truly happy than to look happy and be miserable. Right? So enjoy where you are in the Lord and know that what God has for me, it is for me. If the Lord wants to bless me, who's going to stop him? If the Lord wants to do something great for my tomorrow, who's going to stop him? So I'm not perfect. I'm okay with that. But I serve a perfect God and I'm in his hands. And I thank him because I know being in his hands, I'm in good hands. So I'm not perfect, but I'm okay with that. This has been a moment with Pastor Jeffrey. I pray that it has blessed you. I pray that you support us. If you want to give, you can give to our Cash App, JW Ministry. You can follow us on YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook, but please continue to support us as we continue to encourage you. Thank you so much. God bless you. See you next time for A Moment with Pastor Jeff.